What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol SNOW for Snowflake Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, let's start with the daily roadmap since we have not covered this one, at least recently, on the channel. We're going to go ahead and call this as an area of support since that's underneath us. Certainly this as an area of resistance from that local top, and then the all-time high here, closer to 405. So that's very quick. Also, let's go ahead and throw that on as well here at the 338.37. Taking a closer look at what's unfolded here. I mean, obviously we had earnings in the mix. We gapped up and over a full red day from the Wednesday session and actually closed a daily hammer candle supporting at the 50 SMA as well. So what's the outlook? Well, to me, there's potential for higher, noting the structure of today's session and the strong close up here towards the highs. We're also holding that into the post market, right? We're only off, 359 by 358, 35-ish, so a little bit spready, but nonetheless still up here towards these highs. It's not like we're way back down here, closer to the 340s. So from the daily perspective, again, there is a little bit more room to run higher into this next target at 376.77. From there, you're looking back at the all-time highs, but one step at a time here inside of Snowflake. Good volume on today's session is also going to give you some added confidence in the buyers, stepping up not only for the earnings announcement, but also the 50 SMA and the pullback into this horizontal area, which we kind of mapped out from the prior set of highs right around here. Let's take a closer look at the 30-minute intraday session and kind of dissect the structure here a little bit further. So what happened essentially on today's session? Well, here's your open, dip down into the prior day's range. Notice the length and severity of that 30-minute hammer candle there. Again, all happening on some pretty elevated volume, I would say, compared to what's regular for the stock. So big buy reaction as we dip our toe into the prior day's range, get through the 50 SMA a little bit, and then we snap back up to the highs of day, consolidate, and close fairly strong. So again, the buyers are definitely doing their job and putting in higher lows, right? If you look at this, that's definitely a higher low from here. I mean, obviously that's when we had that exacerbated selling across the entire broad market. But on today's session, right, we get a low here and then a clear set of higher lows in the afternoon, leading to a bit of an end of the day kind of run. So the buyers are doing their job, which is again adding up for the theory that we could come a little bit higher into that 376.77. What should be the levels to watch out for? Well, certainly from a structural standpoint, it's all about that higher low set, which we put in here at and around 348.30. Now, how does that sort of line up with our Fibonacci? So let's do it a couple of ways. We'll come in from the low to the high of the first move. Remember that this is the first move here, not the high of day. And what you'll notice is that's above the 38.2. So that was a good sign of strength there from the buyers, this time coming in from the low all the way up to the true high of day. And what you'll notice from this perspective, it's aligning perfectly with that 38.2. So going forward, this is all bullish consolidation above that set of higher lows, looking for the breakout again up and over today's high to get us into that 376.77. From there, monitor for continuation higher. If we start to break down underneath the 38.2 and that level of support from the higher lows we just pointed out, your first target would be here, coming from this, as well as these lows right here. It's also kind of, roughly speaking, the 50 SMA will be at and around that area. So just keep in mind 338.37. Underneath that, that's where the short would probably develop in my estimation, noting that we would be losing the 50 SMA. We would be losing this set of lows in here. So again, in here, probably choppy and only looking for a short underneath 338.37. But as we've discussed throughout the entirety of today's video, the chart is actually looking fairly bullish, and volume would also confirm that. It's all about healthy consolidation, breakout for higher, and then probably just being neutral, to be quite frank with you. Even if it does start breaking down, wouldn't be overly aggressive with the shorts in my estimation on Snowflake. So that's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.